3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A.J. Green with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Green 39! Green 39!
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run. This is caught inside the 15. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal.
No, check, Patriot! Patriot!
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point try by Bailey. Bailey got the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. New York set to take the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Chubb will get the call, running left. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second down, Mayfield. And this is caught at the 8. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal.
Set. 319. 319.
He'll get it up the middle. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Ohio!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Down his man, Robbie Anderson. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10.
Flex round. Here we go. White 90. White 90. Cut.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Come on, let's go. White 90.
Back to throw now on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! White 90! White 90! 26 Mike! 26 Mike!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! What we got? Ohio! Ohio!
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Ohio! Ohio!
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Mixon will get it to start the second half. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And that is not a sight they want to see. Joe Mixon very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Ohio! Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ohio!
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is going to be incomplete. Terrence Mitchell right there on the coverage. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
A run for Nick Chubb. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. In on the stop that time, Terrell Basham.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
319! 319!
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Powers through him. And now running right through it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, got to about the 19. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Lucky 56!
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 4 yards on the pickup. And that'll lead here to a third down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
Now let's go.
On third down, Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal.
Here we go now.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
Leopard.
And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get...
And it'll be intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They go again with Cannon. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Trenton Cannon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. about the 17-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On the ground, it's Chubb. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
All right, Brandon, normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Mayfield now on second down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Taking a shot, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Herndon's got it complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route It's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Ohio. Ohio.
Looking to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
They'll set up to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
And the blitz does come. Found his target. It's Anderson. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now Hundley. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
Throwing, Hundley. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Green's got it over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Number 53. Mike 53. Let's go.
On the carry, it's Cannon. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Trenton Cannon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Shedding through the defense. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.